Hello everyone and welcome to the first video back with Paul. Now, before we get to the main point of the video, I would like to address something really quick. This cut on my forehead, it's not a pretty looking cut. I fell down and I got the worst rug burn of my life last week. It was literally like a lightsaber cut off a piece of my face. Now that we've addressed that, let's get to the point of the video. First of all, my tripod is broken. That is why I'm holding the camera today. But I don't think it'll make a difference. We're having a fun time, moving around. We're mobile. We're excited. Let's do this. The topic of today's video, Nacho Libre. Now, for years, I used to include this movie on my favorite movies list, and people would always look at me, you know, like, that movie? Why is that movie on your favorite movies list, Paul? That movie is dumb as fuck. The people that usually say this kind of thing are the people that really haven't seen the movie since it first came out, you know, the people that aren't really big Jack Black fans. I'm here to tell you that it's actually pretty good, and I have pride in saying that it's one of my favorite movies, so don't try to make me feel bad for having it on my list. There are a lot of different reasons why I love the movie Nacho Libre. Many people think that, you know, it's just another goofy Jack Black movie. There's an orphan that grew up in a monastery. He's lived there his whole life. He's always been a fan of wrestling, but he knows it's a sin, so he's not allowed to indulge his dreams, if you will. He grows up and he becomes a monk there, and he's in charge of all the food for all the orphans and all the other priests and monks. The other monks really don't give him enough money for ingredients, and he's always getting blamed for, Nacho, why is the food so bad? You don't give me money for ingredients. How am I supposed to make good food? The orphans, you know, their life already sucks, and then lunchtime sucks too, because every day they get like gruel. And Nacho hates how this is always blamed on him. Nacho, one day, he's out and about, and he sees a sign. Luchadors needed. If you win, you get 200 pesos. So instantly, you know, light bulb goes off in Nacho's head. I could be a luchador. I can make money. I can buy food for all the orphans in the orphanage. Nacho goes on the quest to become the greatest luchador in all of Mexico. He makes friends with this homeless guy that kicks his ass, and they go to take on the world of Mexican tag team wrestling. And the plot, that's it, that's the plot. It's pretty simple, you know, nothing too complex, no mystery involved or anything like that. It's just a straightforward underdog hero movie, pretty much. Let me get into the reasons why this movie is actually so good. Because the story is kind of basic, but it's done so beautifully. The first main reason why Nacho Libre is awesome is because of the coloring. Now, the people that did the color correction for this movie really did a great job. Every shot is so beautiful, it's so appealing to the eye, it's so easy to look at. It's just a really, really colorful movie. And one thing you'll notice when you're watching it is that the color light blue is put in almost every shot of the movie. If Nacho's in the kitchen, bam, the pot that he's holding is light blue. Sometimes when Nacho's talking on the street, there'll just be a car behind him that's this beautiful light blue. The door to the bathroom stall, light blue. His freaking outfit, light blue. It's just this beautiful light blue is in almost every shot in the movie. It's almost fun to like look for it in every shot. Like where are they hiding the blue of this scene? Apparently, in Mexican culture and Mexican art, the light blue is a very popular color or theme to be used. So I thought that was really cool that the director put that in on purpose, you know, just to reflect the culture. One of my favorite shots, though, is the shot where Nacho just gets a lot of money from a fight and he goes on a little mini shopping spree. And he is joyfully hopping down this flight of stairs. This random guy in the shopping mart walks past with these balloons, and they're just so colorful. When I was younger, I'd always like look forward to seeing that shot for some reason. I don't know why. It was just really appealing to the eye. That whole sequence is a montage to this great song called Bubblegum. Bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum for me. Anyway, the second reason I love this movie is just because of the music. Remember how I was talking about the art really reflects Mexican culture? Well, all the music does too. Everything, you know, has that iconic Mexican guitar in the background. It has some Mexican style singing, even if it's not in Spanish. The song that really gets me the most is the main theme where I am, da, 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 I am. The song that plays in the beginning of the movie, and then of course in the final fight with Ramses. Whenever I listen to the song, it fits so well to the last scene. Like the editor really timed the final fight to the music very well, that whenever I listen to the song, I can picture what part of the fight is happening when it's playing. Those two things together are enough to keep the movie with a great flow. You know, every shot is beautiful, the music is great, time to what's going on in the movie, but that's not even why this movie is so amazing. That's not even the main reason. The main reason why I love this movie so much is just all the great performances, and especially Jack Black's. There are so many iconic lines. My friend Paul really likes this movie too, so we always quote it back and forth. There's just so many iconic lines that I just love to quote, you know, that make me laugh. It's like every scene, Nacho says something that is quotable. Like if you have a friend that loves this movie, you can just go back and forth for a good 20 minutes saying Nacho's lines. But Nacho isn't even the only great performance. His partner, Eska Leto, does a fantastic job. I believe that Eska Leto is a Mexican actor. He's very popular in Mexico, and I'm sure that he blew up when he found out that he was going to be in a movie with Jack Black, because Jack Black is a big Hollywood actor, so that must have been like a great moment for him, and I'm sure that he was acknowledged all over Mexico for that. But he does such a good job. The chemistry between these two guys is just so powerful. They have such great back and forth. Eska Leto, you know, he only believes in science, and Nacho, he's a very religious person. I love watching them bond. I also like it when they fight. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Nacho is frustrated that they keep losing over and over again, and Eska Leto comes to try and cheer him up. He gives him the corn. He has the sugar-covered corn, and he goes to give it to Nacho, and Nacho slaps it out of his hand, goes, "Get that corn out of my face!" That's just how the scene starts, and that's already one of my favorite lines. As it goes on, Nacho's like, "I want to be a great fighter. I want to win. I don't get paid to lose." And they're just going back and forth about how they lose. Eska Leto goes, "Nacho, I know someone that can get you eagle eggs." And Nacho turns around, just looks at Eska Leto like, "Eagle eggs?" He looks at him like he's crazy. "I'm not talking to you no more, you're crazy." And then Eska Leto explains to him that the eagle eggs, you know, they make you really powerful. It's like a urban legend thing. You should really just go watch it. The only thing else I'll say is about Jack Black's performance. Like I said, Jack Black has so many iconic lines. "Oh, my life is great. Every morning, I wake up, make some soup. It's the best. I get to lay in a bed by myself all my life. It's fantastic." Like, he puts everything into every line. He does such a good job, and so many people just write this movie off. You just gotta watch it. Another thing that's not really talked about is his mannerisms. Whenever Nacho is leaving a scene, I gotta stand up for this. Whenever he's leaving a scene, his exit, he always jumps to the left and then starts all out running, or he jumps to the right, like his whole body moves with him. And another thing is whenever he's on his motorcycle wheelchair thing, he has this weird thing that he rides around on, but he always hits the throttle once, twice, just everything that he does is so iconic, and the comedy and the lines, they make you laugh as a kid for like the poop fart reasons, and then as an adult just for like the way he delivers everything, you know, you appreciate it even more. Of course, it's not like some big, you know, like Oscar-worthy masterpiece, but it's not as dumb as people think it is. There was a lot of effort put into it. It's really fun. Don't write this one off as, you know, a stinker. It's a really enjoyable, fun time for everyone. That's all my time. Please watch Nacho Libre. I mean, probably a couple hundred people will see this video. I hope I inspire some of you guys to go watch it. That would make my day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.